Hi, my name is DeMarco, and for my secondary research campaign, I will be giving a presentation on Budweiser's Rise as One campaign as it applies to my country of choice, which is the Netherlands. To give a brief overview of what I will cover in this presentation, I will give an analysis of the public relations situation, the country, which is the Netherlands, the organization, which is Budweiser, the publics involved, along with a SWOT analysis and highlighting the potential target publics of this campaign. As a professional public relations practitioner operating as a part of Budweiser's team of practitioners, my goal is to develop a successful campaign for the launch of their Rise as One movement in the Netherlands. The focus of this campaign is to promote Budweiser's sponsorship of the upcoming FIFA World Cup by promoting diversity by connecting soccer fans on a global level. This will be accomplished by showcasing individuals who have made significant impacts in their community. Having served as the official beer sponsor for the FIFA World Cup for 25 years, Budweiser aims to promote, unite, and inspire soccer fans worldwide by implementing this campaign in the Netherlands, which has one of the highest-ranking soccer teams in the world, Ajax Amsterdam. This situation is significant because it unites soccer fans from far and wide, which will promote diversity and unification among soccer fans. The cause is the anticipation of the upcoming FIFA World Cup, and because Budweiser is the official beer sponsor of the tournament, this campaign serves as a platform to spread the word about it. The campaign also invokes Budweiser changing its packaging of its products with gold bottles symbolizing the World Cup trophy, along with pictures of soccer greats, further promoting diversity by showing all of these athletes together, representing how soccer brings a diverse group of cultures together through the love of the game. This situation does involve another organization with this campaign, as Budweiser is teaming up with FIFA, which stands for Federación Internacional de Football Association. Budweiser and FIFA are both positively affected by this situation, as this campaign is promoting both businesses. It promotes Budweiser because Budweiser is the official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup, and what a better way to celebrate the World Cup than with a cold Budweiser beer. FIFA is affected by this situation because this campaign brings attention to their tournament. A common trend for this situation is Budweiser's involvement with FIFA, as they have been in business together, as Budweiser being one of FIFA's main sponsors for the past 25 years. I consider this to be an opportunity for Budweiser because this is the biggest campaign they have had with FIFA to date, especially because of the growing excitement of soccer fans for the upcoming World Cup. The situation will have a resolution consisting of an increased audience for both Budweiser and FIFA to market towards, engaging audiences through in-store, online, and social media advertisements. This situation holds top priority at the time being due to the relevance of the upcoming FIFA World Cup. The public relations staff and Budweiser's top management should be working hard together to make sure this campaign runs smoothly and carries out its designed purpose. The cultural differences between the United States and the Netherlands are vast when comparing the two countries' cultures. While Americans are seen as goal-oriented, the Dutch are very much process-oriented. This means that the Dutch are not as fast of decision-makers as Americans. Dutch have something called growing insight, according to an article from culturematters.com written in 2013 by Chris Smit. This insight describes their decision process and shows how the Dutch do not stick to a decision like Americans usually do. The importance of understanding these differences is key for understanding how to market and advertise to this audience, as stating something as concretely beneficial to a Dutch audience might not be as perceived as well as it would in America. The Netherlands have a low-context communicative techniques embedded in their culture, as their communication is more explicit than it is in America. Like I said before, the Dutch also make their decisions slower than Americans, so to say that they have a collectivistic culture. The Netherlands have a low-power distance culture, minimizing social and class inequalities. This is useful in connecting the people in the Netherlands, as there is a lesser prevalence of tension within different social classes. This also aligns with the levels of uncertainty avoidance the Netherlands have, as it is seen as a low uncertainty avoidance culture. In addition, the Dutch score low on the achievement nurturance scale, showing low levels of masculinity within their culture. According to statistics published on Statista.com in 2018, the average Dutch teenager, aged 13 to 19 years old, spends on average 135 minutes per day watching TV, while those aged 65 or older spend 234 minutes per day watching TV. Because the legal age to consumer beer and wine in the Netherlands is 16, it is important to consider all of these groups when planning television advertisements. Additionally, from the same source, it can be known that in 2015, the average time the Dutch spent listening to the radio, considering all age groups, was 173 minutes, as the percentage of Dutch who receive newspaper subscription lies at 46.8%. Like I said, the legal drinking age in the Netherlands is 16, 5 years younger than that in America. This will greatly widen the audience this campaign caters to, as many more younger individuals will be able to connect with it. The difficulties of accommodating different ethical frameworks in the context of public relations activities are slim to none, as the campaign revolves around promoting diversity and spreading the love of the sport throughout different cultures. This goes to show the ethical responsibilities being upheld throughout this campaign by Budweiser, in addition to the encouragement of these responsibilities to this campaign's audience. Public relations in the Netherlands is carried out by numerous organizations, like the United States, but there are a core 3 companies that are solely involved 100% with public relations, with other organizations just focusing on other aspects of marketing and numerous other services. These top 3 companies are Hill & Colton, Doc30 Communicate, and Value2U. These organizations function in the same ways public relations organizations function in the United States, channeling their communication through various media outlets such as television, radio, social media, and in some part, print media. The public relations discipline is achieving professionalism in the Netherlands through the public relations organizations I just listed, but also through the Dutch schooling system, as public relations studies along with intercultural studies classes are offered at most universities in the Netherlands. Education systems in the Netherlands start with compulsory education, which starts at age 5 and ending at age 18, according to an article from Espatica written in 2019. Dutch children are obligated to attend schooling from age 5 until age 16, until the attainment of a diploma. In the United States, the schooling system is similar, also requiring 12 years of lower, middle, and high school completion before progressing to higher learning. Like the United States, the Dutch have private schooling, public schooling, along with international schooling. And again, like the United States, there are post-high school options offered for pre-university, university, and post-university higher education opportunities. The mission of Budweiser and Anheuser-Busch, which is the company that owns Budweiser, is to advocate their social and alcohol responsibility efforts towards three core pillars: growing world, cleaner world, and healthier world. Related to Budweiser's Rise as One campaign, the pillar that best fits this effort is the growing world pillar, as this campaign focuses on helping people grow together through a common interest. The structure of the corporate office of Budweiser includes a C-class comprised of 15 individuals, and this is referring to Anheuser-Busch, as the company owns many brewing companies, which includes Budweiser. Each respective owned company has their own private office, along with their own management team, public relations department, sales teams, and many other subdivisions. This campaign fits the organizational vision because it aligns with the core values and responsibilities Budweiser has pledged to uphold. The resources available for public relations and marketing communication activity include money to fund the advertisements, people to appear in the advertisements, along with the time it takes to make those advertisements. As far as marketing Budweiser products to fit this campaign, all that changes in the products is the appearance of the bottles, and this requires little time and effort. The public relations staff role in Budweiser's decision-making process is strong due to their creativity with this campaign and their desire to make it become a success. The service provided related to this issue is Budweiser beer, of course, but in addition, Budweiser will provide an outlet to put individuals on display who have made a positive impact to their community. The quality of this campaign is high in ethicality because it is not only an effort to bring people together and cut down barriers in between those of separate cultures, but also to inspire and acknowledge the good acts people do, reminding the audience of the good things people do in the world. The organizational leadership is satisfied with this quality because Budweiser has been a trusted sponsor of the FIFA event for over a quarter of a century, so they have seen efforts similar to this succeed in the past. The benefit from this campaign does not come in a material form, but to associate the feelings of good ethics and companionship alongside Budweiser's product and company name. The organization can benefit from this as it will more so align people with their products, and the audience can benefit from this as they will have an improved belief of the world's ethical standpoint in addition to being exposed to different cultures. One problem that might arise from this campaign are possibly the overconsumption of Budweiser's products, but the organization does have social and alcoholic responsibilities that it upholds to combat this type of problem. A change to the product that has been introduced to improve the appearance of the product entails the addition of a gold color on the Budweiser beer cans to symbolize the World Cup trophy, along with the images of soccer legends on the bottle to symbolize all of the different cultures the World Cup extends to. The internal environment is very suitable and supportive for public relations activities. Further support extends from the media relations staff at Budweiser and the public relations practitioners working at the organization, having the full support along with the resources necessary to carry out the campaign. There are no impediments that originate from within the organization that would stop the success of the campaign among the top management of Budweiser, nor from the public relations or marketing staff. The specialty or niche that sets Budweiser apart from its competitors is that Budweiser has been named the official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup for the last 25 years. So to say that this organization has a deep relationship already in place with FIFA, who shares part of this campaign. This sets Budweiser apart because no other beer company can use the FIFA name in their advertisements or associate with the event, giving Budweiser a monopoly in beer sales at the event and in the weeks leading up to the event. As previously stated, the ethical base of this campaign stems from the inclusion of cultural diversity within the campaign, along with highlighting specific individuals who have made a significant impact in their respective community. The supporters of this campaign, other than Budweiser, are FIFA, along with those who are the buyers of Budweiser's products. Major competition for this organization includes major breweries such as Corona, Miller, and Coors. The external environment of Budweiser is very competitive, but in this scenario with this campaign, Budweiser does not face any other notable competition. The performance level of Coors is slightly above that of Budweiser, but they are not involved with the FIFA World Cup whatsoever. As for Miller and Corona, their performance levels fall beneath Budweiser's sales. The competition offers a different brand of beer than Budweiser, some offering beer with different flavors and styles, but Budweiser has adopted to this with multiple new lines of product, such as Bud Light Lime, Bud Light Orange, and Bud Light Lemon Tea. Groups that exist to resist our organization would be our competitors, but this does not necessarily mean that they have the sole mission of taking down the organization. Competition is present, but a sole purpose to hinder Budweiser does not exist in the organization's external or internal environment. These other organizations have been successful at times during the installment of their own campaigns, but at the time being, only Coors has higher sales in the beer industry than Budweiser. The environment in which this campaign is operating is fully growing, as the beer industry is growing at a steady pace alongside the soccer industry, especially in light of the upcoming World Cup. One impediment stems from the location of Budweiser, as it is an American organization. Other beer companies like Heineken originate in Europe, closer to the Netherlands. This would be an impediment because the Dutch would be more familiar with beer organizations that originate closer to the Netherlands. Our product is known worldwide, and especially in America, Budweiser products are very popular and very widely consumed. The reputation of Budweiser could not be better, as there are currently no allegations against Budweiser for any actions. Communication has been done only to strengthen this public opinion. Additionally, the public perception about Budweiser is indeed correct. The organization leadership at Budweiser is very satisfied with the reputation we have worked so hard to amass. Mass media and online media describe Budweiser's product as cost-effective and quality products. On RateBeer.com, published in 2019, Budweiser can be described as leading the U.S. premium beer category, outselling all other domestic premium beers combined. In fact, almost 1 out of every 5 beers sold in the United States today is a Budweiser. Our American beer drinkers, as it is an American beer drinkers, as it is an American beer company. Because the company also has a global scope, beer drinkers all over the world are also major publics for this organization. The major publics for Budweiser for this campaign are those who drink beer along with those who are soccer fans and fans of the World Cup. Intercessory publics for Budweiser include those who show and share Budweiser's advertisements. Because this campaign is aligned with a sporting event, Television networks such as ESPN, Fox Sports in America would fall into this category, and sports television stations that would be equally important intercessory publics in the Netherlands include RTV Rijnmond and BVN TV. The primary customers of Budweiser are American men and women between the ages of 30 to 49 years old, according to Statista.com, published in 2018. This group of individuals stated that 51.82% of those surveyed had drank Budweiser in the last 3 months, and individuals in the age range from 18 to 29 years old had a slightly smaller percentage, stating that 43.93% had drank Budweiser beer in the last 3 months. Potential customers for Budweiser include beer drinkers in European and Asian markets who have not yet been exposed to Budweiser. The amount of customers Budweiser has risen in the last 3 years at a steady increase from year to year. This is expected to continue over the next 3 years as further developments and improvements to Budweiser will only aid this process. Budweiser is produced in America by breweries owned and operated by Budweiser. Budweiser is provided with services and materials from our parent company, Anheuser-Busch. That money comes for Budweiser's operations. It comes from private investors, along with main amount of acquisitions coming from consumers. The protection of Budweiser's products has not changed much over the past 3 years, other than the addition of numerous different varieties of beer, and the improvements to the packaging of the products. Hopefully over the next 3 years, the producers will continue to add additional varieties to the beer, along with continuing to adjust the packaging accordingly. The 3 biggest competitors of Budweiser are Coors, Corona, and Miller, and the opponents to the organization would be the same as the competitors, although, like I previously stated, these organizations do not aim to take down Budweiser in any way other than competition. They are advocates because they are in the same business as Budweiser. The competition between organizations is not hostile in any way, and Coors is the only competitor slowing down operations at Budweiser only because of their slightly higher sales. The limiters have changed slightly as Coors has recently taken the lead over beer sales, but up-and-coming breweries have been becoming more popular, with IPA-style beers becoming more prevalent. As more of these breweries get bought up by bigger companies, they will still be growing in popularity, so this means that if another organization buys more breweries than Anheuser-Busch, it is possible that more competition could arise. Opinion labels for Budweiser include athletes sponsored by Budweiser, the corporate office of Budweiser, along with other organizations that are sponsored by Budweiser. Colleagues include leaders of the organizations that Budweiser does business with, and in this campaign, colleagues would be the leaders of the FIFA organization. The media has aided the organization with the growth of social media becoming more and more prevalent among individuals in the last 3 years. With more media outlets to reach customers on, the media has attributed greatly to the increase in Budweiser sales. The enablers of Budweiser have changed in the last 3 years only in scope. As a growing business, that means the growth of enablers and furthermore the growth of the support and acknowledgement of Budweiser. In the next 3 years, if these things continue on an uphill path, these enablers will continue to grow further in size and scope. Publics who are in a position to influence the key publics of the organization are those who Budweiser picks as individuals to showcase as part of the campaign. They will most likely speak for the organization's position as they are being advocated for by the organization, and there's no clear formal opinion leaders for this audience, other than maybe the President of the United States, as Budweiser is thought of as the most American beer. But I doubt that the President will speak on Budweiser's position as a beer company, but because this American organization is helping to diversify soccer fans globally, and this looks good as representative as Americans. There are not many informal opinion leaders for this audience in regards to religious leaders, but family leaders will advocate for Budweiser's mission as ethics is important to a healthy household. It is very likely that family leaders such as parents will agree with the organization's position and align their beliefs with the goal of the campaign. There are no vocal activists on this issue. The strength of the current campaign are the appeals to Budweiser's ethical responsibility along with the movement to help spread diversity and inclusion by addressing a common interest among soccer fans. Weaknesses to this campaign are the possibility that this issue will not catch on with the publics, but it is not that likely as Budweiser is well known, as is the FIFA tournament. Opportunities for this campaign are customer acquisition on a large level, as the FIFA tournament reaches a very large audience. Threats that are most critical to this campaign stem from the possibility of the FIFA World Cup being canceled for some reason, as this would deter this campaign, as the soccer fans would not be nearly involved if the soccer tournament was put off. For this campaign would be the consumers to see the advertisements for the campaign and who might purchase the product because of it. This audience is comprised of beer enthusiasts, soccer fans, and those who support the spread of diversity. That is exactly who this campaign is aimed at, and because of these groups, the potential key publics is so large, and the acquisition of these customers, if successful, could be substantially positive for Budweiser. A problem that may arise from this simple denial of the campaign by the audience. This will not happen, though, as the campaign is focused around the improvement of ethical responsibilities. A concern for the campaign is that it's largely dependent on the fact that the FIFA World Cup continues as planned, as if it were canceled or postponed for any reason, it would have detrimental effects on the success of the campaign. The main opportunity of the campaign would be to acquire a previously untapped customer base and gain the business of both beer lovers, soccer lovers, and those who want to help spread diversity across cultures. A current research will help Budweiser resolve any current problems that the organization faces in terms of the company's reputation, as this campaign is aimed to help spread awareness and to spread the knowledge about Budweiser's ethical and social responsibilities. This may lead to future opportunities where the organization can further progress in this mission if the campaign is successful. Lastly, in regards to suggestions for future research, sufficient informational needs were met in this research, although more research pertaining to the ways of measuring the importance of diversity among soccer fans could use improvement. For future research, this, along with information on how profitable campaigns such as these could be, would be useful in determining the perceived result of a campaign like Budweiser's Rise as One campaign.